welcome to another vlog. It is Sunday afternoon and we've got all of us together. We're going to a couple places. We have been wanting to go to Bath and Body Works to get some candles, and today the candles should be like $12.95. So we're gonna get a couple of those and then a couple hand soaps because they're like $3 today. And then we're going to Michael's for some other fall stuff. So we'll take you along. I'm excited because the fall stuff is out, of course. Leaves is usually my favorite scent, but I've heard apple crisp is really good. So we're gonna smell some stuff. The girls are gonna help us pick some stuff out. Oh, baby. What? Did we know this was a thing here? Laundry stuff? Okay, we're at Michael's now, going around. We were actually at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Trying to find a couple of fall decor pieces that I've for years always wanted, or like areas I've wanted to decorate, but we never really found the right thing. So we found a couple things. It's actually gonna already be up. I did a video of a haul of everything fall like that we've gotten recently, including what we just bought at Bath and Body Works. Filming it tomorrow, but it will go live before this. So if you want to check out what we actually bought, I'll link that video. We've been home a couple hours and it's Sunday afternoon. Felicity's napping, Gigi's coloring, and Tyler's on a run. So I was grappling with the fact that, like, okay, I could be productive or I could take a 20-minute nap. And I decided to take a 20-minute nap. And I think it was a great decision. I feel a lot better. You ever just have those days where you're just like, I don't know. We had a lot going on, like Friday night and Saturday night was more impromptu and it wasn't expected. So it's just been one of those weekends that we thought would be more relaxing than it actually was. So it was nice to actually relax a bit this late afternoon. So I'm going to go check on Genevieve. She knew I was napping. If you're curious, that was one thing. Okay, before I had kids, this is such a random, very specific conversation we're about to have. Before I had kids, I always wondered, like, okay, when your kid gets a little older, at what point can you trust them enough to be able to, like, take a nap while they're awake? You know what I mean? Like, obviously not when they're a baby or when they're a toddler. Like, when do you hit that point? And I mean, my answer is now. I know, you just know. Like, you know your own kid, and she's 6, and she was totally fine with it. She, of course, I mean, please. It was a 20-minute nap. About 12 minutes into it, she came down and woke me up, and like 3 minutes later. So it was an interrupted 20-minute nap, but nonetheless. So now I'm up trying to decide if 3 p.m. is too late for iced coffee. Might be too late for iced coffee. I could do a little decaf, but I actually really want the calf. Anyway, I need to go up. Our room is an actual pigsty. We decorated for fall with the things we already had. And that meant that it disrupted any cleaning we were going to do yesterday was kind of pushed by the wayside because we were decorating. So now I need to do the actual other part of it, the cleaning. Little sneak peek. Oh my gosh. If you know, you know. Also, I'm going to have to tell you the story. You know what? No, I'm going to let Tyler tell it later. We learned that there is such a thing as, you know what? I'm not even going to say it because it'll ruin the story. Tyler has a crazy story to tell you guys. That was a big part of our early afternoon. And it was pretty wild and epic. And we may need some of your guys' advice. So stay tuned. The nice thing is, though, just got the dishes done. Dishwasher's running. A little household empty. We bought this when we needed some, just in a pinch. And I think I'm going to go for a non-pod product, because sometimes the pods will get stuck in the little thing in the dishwasher just based on their size. I'm like, you know what? I've kind of heard that as a general rule, pods don't always necessarily work better. They're just more convenient. I don't know how true that is, but I do know that these get caught in there, any of the brands. And so I'm going to try like one of the either powders or like liquid gel things next time, which that next time might be here soon because we're going to need one by tomorrow. So I got to get some at the store. All right, you got to tell the story.
All right, Cliff Notes version. So we had these 2 like ankle breakers holes in our yard. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna fill them in, I'm gonna plant grass seed on top, whatever. I did this like a year or 2 ago, but there were 2 trees that were right there. And so I think over time, the roots of that tree or the little trunk that's still left keeps disintegrating and then it keeps falling in. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna fill this in. So I go over, first one's done, I go over there and I start pulling out some of the loose grass because it's just kind of like sitting on top and I see a big old spider. I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, I'm just trying to do this really fast.
So
I don't
brave.
even have like gardening gloves on or anything because I'm like, it'll take 2 minutes to fill these in with some dirt, whatever. So I pull it out and it's a big old kind of hole, like deeper than I thought. And I'm like listening and I can hear something. And I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, it sounds like a drain. I'm like, well, I know like maybe they put a drain in like when they did the playground over there because it was supposed to like drain out to the thing, and I'm like, maybe that's what it is. I'm like, but why would I hear it draining right now? That's so weird. And I'm like, I don't know, what is that? And the second I realize it's bees buzzing, I see some of them coming out of the ground. And I said, Genevieve, get inside! I said, Felicity, get inside! I ran up, I grabbed Felicity, I went both the girls inside, and I'm like, Pinocchio's outside! So I got Pinocchio. And so I was looking it up, and I didn't even know ground bees were a thing. So apparently ground bees, and they will come out of the ground at you. Careful.
New fear unlocked.
New fear unlocked. Never gonna sleep again. But they, I was like, okay, I don't want to have to like kill the bees. So I'm like, is there a way to like get them to leave, like relocate? So they said if you flood the hole or flood the like nest area, they'll like fly away. So I'm doing that. I got the hose, like I Indiana Jones the hose over there. And I started the hose, and there are like 20 or 30 of them at least are now flying all around that area. So they all came out, but they're just like hanging out. I'm like, okay guys, you're no longer welcome here. You got to find another area. So anyway, so I turned it off for a little bit, and I kind of thought, okay, we'll see if they kind of leave. Turned it back on, they all came back out. Like they were like trying to rebuild. Like, no, you can't go back in. They said vinegar. Bees hate the smell of vinegar. And so I was like spraying it like around the area. I could try to like
from 10 miles away.
I left the door open, and it went. And turns out lie detector test determined that was a lie. Didn't do a thing. There was one literally on the porch, and I sprayed the column it was on, and just like looked at me like, what? What?
Yeah, that was the lookout bee.
So anyway, so now we got killer bees in our backyard.
Well, this is the best part. Tyler's known. Just love me the way I am, okay? I just got a workout in. Didn't think I would. I have a dentist appointment here in a little bit, but it's smack dab in the middle of the day, which there's nothing worse, but I had to reschedule because I was like super sick the day I was supposed to have this cleaning. So on behalf of myself and also everyone that works there, I figure being sick and going to the dentist is probably uncouth. Anyway, so rescheduled to now, but it's like a super inconvenient time. I would much rather go first thing in the morning and just be done with it. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to think about it for later in the day, and in the middle of the day, it interrupts everything. But I'm thankful always to have my teeth being cleaned because we in my family seemingly are quite prone to cavities. So we try to be really good about getting our cleanings every 6 months. So anyway, my hair has like dry shampoo. I bought, hold on, let me grab it. I don't remember if I'd shown it. I don't remember if I logged or not, but the Batiste, here, let me move this. First of all, I got a second light for my vanity. I'll link the ones, here, let me just show you real fast. These bad boys. I only had one, and I finally bought another one because it was on Amazon. So there was like some deal of whatever percentage off, and I was like, done. It was sitting in my cart waiting for it to go on sale. So the lighting here when I film is going to be a little bit better. Yay. Let me zoom in. You guys want to be closer, I bet. Not that close, not that close. Anyway, so I bought this. I have not bought this in 1,000 years, the Batiste Dark Hair Dry Shampoo. So I've been using it, and I thought I'd remembered this showing up here. Let me just try. Okay. It does show up like actual color. I'm going to have that stain on my hand. But as long as you're careful of getting it onto your face, I kind of love it. I have to say, my hair doesn't feel as clean, like squeaky clean as it does with other ones. Like you guys know that one that I've loved for like a year now. But I like this because now that my hair is back to closer to my normal darker hair color, I mean, the other one, the white cast is not terrible. You can brush it out, but when it's like third day hair, it's a little harder to get away with. This one is a little bit easier. So I'm getting ready. I'm just about out of this vitamins. No, I still have a little bit left. The good all one. This is the one that's more gel-like, which I actually really like when my skin is feeling a little bit drier too, because I feel like because it's a little bit thicker, it can be nice. And it's like super inexpensive too. Anyway. Oh, I was going to show you, but I thought it was gross, so maybe I didn't. I threw it away. But this morning, like last night, I did my skincare routine. I always use like tretinoin, and this morning was paying close attention. Because in the mornings, I don't like to wash my face, but I have to get the gunk off from sleep, from the skincare the night before off. But like I said, I'd rather, every time I wash my face, I feel like my makeup doesn't quite sit right. That's not true. I should say my skin just feels too dry. Whereas if I just use a micellar water with a little cotton round, it gets all the gunk off perfectly, but it doesn't dry my skin out. So what I was gonna show you is the cotton round, because it is amazing just from like the skincare and maybe a little sweat today too, how gross that was. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm not gonna show you, but I'm just saying, micellar water, I am like the latest convert of all time, but I finally come around and it has totally changed my like AM base makeup routine, and I love it. That's all. So just a little PSA. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready quickly. Hopefully I'll have enough time to film a little fall haul like I mentioned earlier before the dentist. I'd rather do it beforehand than after, but we'll see. Also, this morning was 50, no, I think it was like 47 degrees Fahrenheit out. So going to the bus stop, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like actually cold. This is so exciting. But then I'm looking at the weather for the rest of the week and it's like 85. So I'm like, it's a chilly morning, but it's going to be still a very warm week. But nonetheless, the crispness was flowing through our neighborhood, and that's very exciting. Okay, I need to get ready. All right, little OOTD. This is something I've had for years. I think I got it at Target. I think I was able to find something really similar online on Amazon, because this is one of my most worn jackets because it's super lightweight. So like summer into fall vibe. This little crop tee is from, I think, Old Navy. American Eagle jeans I've had for a while, and then these Steve Madden shoes, and then a little charm necklace I found on Amazon. You could get, I mean, it was really cheap. So like, this is not going to last me 10 years. You know what I mean? But you could pick out your birthstone, which I thought was really cool. So you pick your month. I'd like to eventually get a charm necklace that like I pick the charms, but I kind of wanted, this is a proof of concept necklace to make sure, do I like it? Do I wear this kind of thing enough? That kind of vibe, you know? So anyway, I did think it was cute though, like really cute. There you go. Okay, watching The Office. I'm finally trying the scrambled eggs with cottage cheese mixture. I have been curious about this for a while. These are two of my favorite foods, and I usually eat a boiled egg with cottage cheese. So we're gonna see how this is. Supposedly it's like a really good high protein breakfast. Definitely looks a little weird though. It kind of smells like when you scramble eggs and put cheese on it, like that very particular smell. That's what it smells like. It smells really good, and it's firming up nicely. I mean, it looks like eggs, just a slightly different. It smells good, like I said. All right.
The top, especially in paper. I have a similar attitude then.
I can't believe I waited this long to try this. Two of my favorite foods. What could go wrong? This is crazy good. This tastes like I said, the taste of scrambled eggs with cheese, but it's cottage cheese, higher protein. I mean, we use 4% milk fat. I mean, obviously you could go low fat and like really cut it down, but and I'll have to try that too. But this is really good. Whew. Post office was busy today. Had to mail a return that was like really inching on, like they might get it at past the return window, but we're just gonna see. Glad to get that done. This has become a vlog of like lots of errands. Another day, just got my nails done. Very fall-y. It was really just like a maroon color and then chrome on top. We were gonna do, I'd sent the nail tech, I love her, an inspiration pic like of what I was thinking about. And so she'd pulled some things and we tried like glitter top coats and it just didn't seem right. And we both at the same time were like, it needs chrome. So we did some chrome on top, and I just really, it's getting me so excited for fall. Okay, so another errand I'm running really quickly is returning these shoesies I bought for Felicity. You probably saw like 6 weeks ago because I hauled them from Carter's, but then we ended up finding a pair for cheaper at Target and they fit her better. And so we were like, let's just return these. Because kid shoes, nice kid shoes can get really expensive, and I happen to still have the receipt. So we're still within the return window. I think it was like 90 days and it was probably like, I don't know, 50 days ago. So gonna check this off the list because it's right near where my nail salon is, which is always nice when things are close. Well, I knew I wouldn't get off that easy. I returned those, but I ended up getting some jammies for Felicity because she is no longer using her little like sleep sacks. And so she sleeps with a blanket, and I mean, she gets it. She can pull it up on herself, but usually she's falling asleep not under the blanket. And I'm like, she's gotta be cold, right? So I was like, let's get her some warmer pajamas, especially as things cool down. So they had a bunch and they were all 50% off at Carter's. So I got this cute little light pink with penguins, this cute little blue one with, what are those, poodles? Little doggies. And then she's honestly outgrown a lot of her jammies. That was the one thing I did buy a couple of recently, but little dinos. So cute. So she is set for a long time, and I got the next size up because I figure we had some like 24-month 2T ones and they were definitely getting small, and I was just doing the math and she's like 2.5 now. She's almost 2.5, which is wild. So, and I'd always heard that, I don't know how true this is, but I've always heard that baby sizes, like they do them, like when you see 24 month, let's say, what it really means is you can wear this up to 24 months. I think of it as 24 months and up. Does that make sense? Again, I don't know how true that is. Either way, the numbers don't matter because it never correlates to how old they actually are, you know? All right, onward. Okay, I'm gonna tackle a quick little project that drawer's good, I have needed to do. So a lot of times when I film here, products I'm talking about are at home because I've been using them at home. You know what I mean? So I'll bring them here and then they end up like living here on top until I think to take them home. And so after, you know, months of this, I have 2 mega bags with makeup and then the stuff I already have in my drawers here. So I am gonna kind of get this stuff out of here and reorganize it, bring a lot of this home just for my own sanity because I feel like it's just gotten crazy. And the little organizers I have in here, I don't know if you remember from the last time I did this, they're just drawers from an old like makeup cube type thing I used to have. I feel like they're not really serving the purpose I need, so I'm like, maybe I just don't use them. But for some of it I need it, like for mascara, brows, like that kind of thing, I need those corralled. So maybe I'll just plan to use it for that, but for things like bronzers and stuff, like I feel like I could just kind of stack them in there or even have them sideways. See, that's gonna drive me crazy. So I need to have a better solution because it is so nice having this here. It's a little cheapy fold up desk that I can move around here, which is nice. I always have a surface to have in front of me when I'm filming, but yeah, this has just gotten crazy. Like I've got so many things, and like a lot of the SPFs I have are probably gonna expire within the year, so I'm trying to use up a lot of these. Yeah, well, this one expires in like 2 months, but it's almost gone. So I want to make sure I use it up. So I might bring it home, considering most of the time I get ready at home, you know? Anyway, so that is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I don't even know how to go about this. I think I'm going to get a towel to lay out and just like, I don't know. So I'm just going to put like primers and concealers. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason, folks. But yeah, like this SPF I really want at home because I'm wanting to use it more often. I really like it. The NYX blur screen. So I'm going to get these kind of spread out, see what I'm working with, and then decide from there. I think that'll be the move. I did tell you guys that it wasn't this CoverGirl mascara that made my eyes burn in that video. I've determined it was the SPF. A lot of you guys mentioned that, like maybe I had SPF on my fingers and then I like touched my eyes. And I think you were right. I've also done that again. Not with this mascara, but like with SPF. So I'm like, that was definitely it. And I've used this again and it was totally fine. So my only thing is I just didn't love the mascara itself. It was just okay. So, you know, the drugstore is always dropping new mascaras, aren't they? Like, I feel like that is just a constant loop we're on, you know? I'm like, was wondering where all my cream bronzers went. They're all here. Okay, we'll use this for the blush. I guess I could kind of lower you down a bit, huh? Oh, and this is another product I keep meaning to use, the Essence Baby Got Blush. One of you guys recommended it and I ordered it, I think on Amazon or somewhere, and then it got lost in my collection just based on the other things I was trying. So I definitely want to use this. Okay, one bag empty. All right, another one empty. Whew. So I think I've got all of my like brow, eye, and eyeliner stuff in there other than mascara. So got everything out of here. Honestly, I feel like I'll just use these bags to bring things back home to go back into my collection. I need to start with less things here because I know eventually things just make their way over here. But I do get ready here sometimes, even if I'm not necessarily filming, like I'll just get here to work early, get some stuff done, throw makeup on, you know what I mean? So it gets used even outside of filming. So like I've used this Kosas like spray for my face here. So I think I'm gonna keep that here. SPF, well here, we've got some moisturizers, the Bubble Hydrating one and the Ceramidin from Dr. Jart. I like both of these. This one I've loved for a long time and it needs to be used up, but honestly, it says it expired in 2023. I would believe that. I've had it for a long time. So I think I'm gonna move this to the empties bin. There's very little left. I could maybe use it like on my hands, but I haven't put this on my face in a while just because I knew it was older. So I'm gonna bring it home, put it in my empties bin. I have an empties video, like big fat reviews video coming soon. It's already on my to film list. So I think regular moisturizer wise, I'll keep the Bubble Slam Dunk. I've got a bunch of glowy highlighters here. And a lot of times the glow I'll use would be like whatever sunscreen I had on. So I certainly don't need 5 of these here. So I think I'm gonna keep the Physicians Formula Butter Glow. If you saw my affordable alternatives, makeup alternatives, this is an affordable alternative for the Say one. Well, anyway, love this. So I think I'm gonna keep that here. I'll take the other ones home. Sunscreen wise, I've got quite a few. Okay, I have gone back and forth on if this is breaking me out or not. I very recently said, I've tried it some more and I don't think it was breaking me out. I don't think it was this. And then you guys, literally 2 days later after using this for a few days, I broke out again. And I'm like, is it this or not? And I've tried to pay attention. Is it like hormonal, like that time of the month? And I don't know. So I think I'm gonna stop using this because it's just not worth the risk of the breakouts when I have other SPFs I like that I know for sure don't break me out. But if this doesn't break you out, it is a beautiful sunscreen. So nonetheless, that's gonna go home. Like I said, I wanna use this one up. I wanna bring the blur screen home. This is the Kosas one, and I think it's a little too dark for me. I think I just prefer the, see how dark that is on me? Yikes. I think I just prefer regular Kosas Dream Beam. That is one of my favorite products like ever. Sunscreen wise, I'm almost through it. So this one is too dark. I need to just declutter it. So I'm gonna bring it home and add it into my little declutter box, my declutter bin. I think I'm gonna leave the Kiehl's Better Screen here. No, I'm gonna miss it at home. This is really tricky. I'll leave the Naturium Tinted Dew Glow. That's a good SPF. It's not my favorite. I prefer the untinted for that, but it is good. So I'm gonna leave that and then I'm gonna bring back this Kapari one. The Milk, I just don't end up using this little Cloud Glow, so that will probably just go in my declutter bin as well. And then I'll just keep one setting spray here. I'll keep the MAC Fix Plus and I'll take back this one because I was actually looking for this the other day at home. So it'll be nice to have. Leave that one here. Already looking so much lighter. So I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll show you kind of the finished result if you are curious. Okie dokie. So it's not perfectly pretty, but it is much less stuff to work with, which is kind of nice for here. Things that I will need. I did throw in, I keep forgetting I have this Naked Sundays like glowy SPF. I've only used like once, so I wanted to use that some more here. And then just a couple of lippies, you guys, the sheer amount of lippies, that plus that here. Anyway, and then I've got like my concealers there that I'm holding on to here. And then next drawer is basically the rest of it, just my cheek and face products, my eye and brow products. I have a couple of palette things here. I'm hoping by keeping all of the little palettes I'm having here up here, I'll remember that they are up here at all. And then down here, I didn't touch because I really didn't need to, but it's basically just like getting ready headbands, clips, extra sponges that I love, etc. So yay. Thanks for coming along the journey, friends. Oh, hello. I'm very proud of myself because I went on a run this morning and I really did not want to. And I told Tyler, he's right over there, I told him this morning I wasn't in the mood. I was like, I'm just gonna go out, see how far I get. If I just end up going on a walk, whatever, like it's still wonderful for me. So I end up starting and like getting into it and I'm like halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I needed mentally, physically, spiritually. And I came back and I told Tyler, please remind me the next time I am not in the mood to run, but I have the time and ability to run, that I will end up being so glad halfway through that I'm doing it. Anyway, so I just filled my water and I'm going to visit, oh, is it the bug people? So the bug situation is being handled appropriately because we do not know what we're doing. So hopefully we have not been able to go in the backyard for like 3 days. By the way. Anyhow, so after my run, I don't know where I'm at in this story. I'm going to my sister's house right now. I'm gonna go pick up some coffee for both of us and we're having what we call a coffee clutch, which we have not had She had another baby. Like, we have not had one, I don't think, since she's had the baby. We kind of had one, but our kids were all around, so it wasn't the same. So today we should have some time, just she and I can also have some time with that little baby. But so I'm really looking forward to that. We had to schedule this 100,000 years ago just to make it work with both of our schedules. So headed to do that, bringing her some makeup-y things. I love to supply my family with makeup when I can. And then if you saw my vlog where I was clearing out the like medicine linen closet, okay, he's showing him the bee stuff. I'm so curious. Anyway, this was something my sister did end up wanting because since she does have a little baby. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go check this out, go to my sister's, see you in a bit. Oh, but by the way, the only thing on my face right now is the Tower 28 Sunny Days like SPF tint. That one's more makeup. It's not really just an SPF. It has SPF in it, but it's like, I treat it as like a skin tint. I've applied it the past few times I've used it just with my hands for just a quick evening out of the skin, a little bit of protection, and I really do like it. I've gone through like 2 of those, so I mean, I know I like it, but just wanted to point that out. The way I look is exactly how I feel today. We just ended up taking the girls to the park just now, and it is still so hot in the middle of the day. So anyway, okay, making dinner. The girls are getting a bath. So I'm gonna do this recipe I've never tried, and I'm really hoping it's good. It looks super simple. It is an egg roll in a bowl recipe. So it calls for ground beef. I'm just gonna use ground turkey. Although as I'm saying that, I'm like, I probably should have made the recipe as it is for this first time, but oh well. It's got onion, carrot, garlic, cabbage, which I need to cut up. And then it's got like soy sauce, sesame oil, sugar, which that's a lot of like the bulgogi type sauce that I'll make. It's in a lot of just umami dishes. I just love it so much. So I'm excited, and I bought, those are happy screams. Okay. Also bought like green onion for this. So we're doing it. The other thing I was thinking though is I might scramble up some eggs and mix it in with it. You know, like there'll be eggs and chicken fried rice. Obviously this is not the same thing, but you know what I mean? It can be really good with these flavors. So that's probably going to happen too, but it's basically a deconstructed egg roll. Sounds good. I'll link it below. It's from the Natasha's Kitchen website. So I'm excited. Fingers crossed. And you guys will giggle to know that I had to Google how to slice cabbages or cabbage because I can't say that I've ever done it. If I've ever cooked with cabbage, it's usually already cut up, you know what I mean? Or like in a coleslaw or something. But yeah, I mean, it was super easy, but it was one of those things that I'm like, okay, there's the core of it. Like, do I cut through that? Do I not? Because I think if you're making cabbage wedges, it's a little different. Anyway, it was super easy, but just one of those things in life that you don't know how to do until you've done them, or you try it yourself and screw it up. Anyway, so meat is going. I've got my kombucha. I've got the onion and carrots. Tyler's up there with the girls, of course. They are at the level of childhood, I don't even know what to call it, where most of their play involves just absolutely screaming. And like I said earlier, I'm like, happy scream, sad scream, mad scream. Like, what are we? It's almost always a happy scream or a mad scream. Anyway, that's my life right now. That's the soundtrack to my life. All right, so we've got the meat done. Now I just added the onions and carrots to it. Oh, it's looking real good. I doubled the sauce that you kind of make. Well, I mean, you just put it all in there. But the sesame oil, the soy sauce, which I use cocoa aminos and sugar, I doubled it just because I feel like ground turkey needs a little flavor help, you know? It's looking really good. So good, you guys. So we recently purchased, sorry, where did my voice go just then? We recently repurchased candles like this because the ones we'd had, these are like those flameless candles, were literally 6 years old. Some of them were outside, so like they were just a little worse for wear, and some of them didn't work at all anymore. So we kept the couple that did, and we replaced some of them. So these ones were on Amazon. Let me show you where we've got them. All right, so we've got a couple here, and I love that they, look like a flame. I'm excited for the sun to go down to kind of see these. Got one down there as well. Okay, so it comes with a remote, and I was just messing with it. So this was from one set, and that was from another, right? But the remote will work on all of them. So like I can hit off and all three. Okay, well last time, okay, yeah, it works on both. There you go. But what's cool is that on the remote, you can do a timer, and whatever timer you do, so if I say, okay, 6 hours, it'll show that it like accepts that by blinking. Yeah. And it will not only stay on for 6 hours now, but it will automatically come on at the same time tomorrow, 24 hours later, and stay on for that many hours. And then there's the candle function, which is what you're seeing now. And then the light function where it's just still. But turn it back to candle. Okay. Then there's also the like brightness. So I'm going to make it dimmer. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's not showing as well because it's just lighting it up. It is so much more dim. So at night, this is going to be so yeah, I'm brightening them now. This is so cool. This has way more features than I realized. So I am so excited about that. Now it makes me definitely want to get some more for some other areas of the house, especially since I could just use the same remote on it too. And then these were the few that we got in the fall haul, if you saw it, but I was talking about earlier in this vlog at Michael's. Those look so cute. I love them together. And if you wanted to see some of the other things we got, here's how we've use them. So these are all on a timer as well, the little pre-lit garland. So that looks cute. Our little pumpkin man we've had forever. And then we also have one here in the front room. I might, however, get another pack of 2 because over here, this is like, we have like toys and stuff down here. But this little lantern is empty. So I might get another pack because I don't think you can buy them in single pack for the exact brand I just got. But get one for there. I don't know. We'll see. That lampshade is crooked. That's going to make me crazy. And then that's another piece of the decor we got. And I just took out the fake greenery we have in there. So for fall, I can just replace it with that, which looks cute. I feel like I show this every fall, but our little collection of kids' fall and Halloween books makes me so happy. Like, it's just so fun. I did realize, though, we have so many like 5 little pumpkins, squishy squashy pumpkin. There's another one that was like 5. Yeah, here we go. 5 little pumpkins. A lot about pumpkins, but we love books in this household and I just geek out on these. They're so cute. I need to tackle dishes, but I replaced the little smaller, kind of dinkier one that we had here. I moved into the family room there and I put the new second one we got there, which I think looks just so lovely. So lovely. Why does this make me so happy? I don't know. By the way, if you're curious on an update on the hornets, I'm sorry. Well, I just revealed part of the thing we discovered. So turns out they're bald-faced hornets, bald something hornets. I think that's what it was. And they are not the kind of bee that a beekeeper would come out and like rescue, if you will, like take the hive and try to, because they're not honeybees or they're not pollinator bees or some mix of that. I'm sure one of you guys watching can like school us in the comments and let us know. I'm revealing how little I know about bee culture. Anyway, so he took care of it. He said there might be a day or two where, and I was just trying to peek to see, I didn't really see any out there. He said there might be a day or two where some of them like are there like looking for the hive and stuff, and then they'll realize like it's not there anymore, bro. So hopefully it's taken care of because it's been decent weather. I mean, it's been like hot, but still nice weather, especially in the evening to go out in the backyard and play with the girls or even just sit out and have a dinner outside, and we've been avoiding it. So I'm excited to hopefully have our yard back, have dominion over my own yard again, you know? So anyway, Tyler's actually in a photography class right now. He's taking 1 day a week, which I love for him so much. It just makes me so happy that he's doing that for himself. So that is one of those nights. So the girls are asleep, cozy, nestled into their beds. I have an hour or two to myself, which is very rare in the evening. So if I weren't concerned about the hornets, I would go in the backyard and maybe read. But I need to tackle the dishes. Also, can't run the dishwasher even when I do get these dishes done because I'm locked out because the little magnet key thing, if you've used like the child-proofing things that involve a magnet, it comes with one little tiny circle thing that you rub it against there and it unlocks the magnet. And that's where all of our dishwashing stuff is. And Felicity definitely took that thing and we have no idea where it is. So now I'm on Amazon ordering a new one of those single locks. That's all. Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my night. I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into my week. I've loved doing these vlogs, as I always say. If you're enjoying them, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment below with 3 of a bee emoji, okay? Because that's the theme of this video. Running errands and bees. And of course, I hope you'll subscribe if this is somehow one of my first videos you've ever seen. I'm so glad you watched to the end. I hope you'll stick around, subscribe, check out my vlogs on my vlog playlist and some of my other videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.